G'day and a fine howdy. Hey guys, as you can tell, I haven't uploaded last week on the Thursday when I was meant to be uploading. That's because I've been spending most of my time for this video, which you may be able to tell by how long it is. As you can also tell, today for some people it may be Easter / April Fool's Day. For me, when this uploads, it'll be April 2nd, so you're safe. That's how you know that this isn't an April Fool's Day joke. But what I do have to make up for that, because I did forget about April Fools, is this book. It's called The Enormous Book of Hot Jokes for Cool Kids, and cool is spelt with a K, so you know it's cool. Let's just skip to a random page. Here we go. What sort of star is dangerous? A shooting star. Classic comedy. Right, so back onto the topic of today's video. Just kidding, I'm gonna actually show a clip of me punishing myself for forgetting that it was April Fool's Day by eating a spoonful of Vegemite, because stuff it, I'm a sad person. That's bad. And there you go, Vegemite at its full potential. See, I'm all happy, it's all good. Never mind the fact that later on, after that happened, I technically nearly vomited in my room because... But yeah, today we're actually going to talk about, finally, the topic of the video, after about 4 minutes of wasting time. So what I'm actually going to show you guys is a few screen caps, or thumbnails as some people like to call them. Jesus Christ, special snowflakes. But yeah, so I'm showing you guys some thumbnails as well as detail. Yeah. So the first one here, we've got Mascot. Also, by the way, some people who have been on my Discord have probably seen these. But yeah, so this one is called Mascot. At the end of the video, I'll show you a short of like the beginning phase of the production of this. Mascot is basically my mascot Carrera, and it's basically how she became a mascot. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I don't think people realize how much thought I put into my channel before even starting it. I mean, I thought of like the name, what it means, and all that sort of stuff, as well as the character and why the character is linked to the channel. So of course I had like different usernames and different characters and blah blah blah. So it's basically a weird version of how I came up with my mascot and username. So that's basically it. You will see a little clip, as I said, at the end of the video, just to hype you guys up. The next one, as you can see here, is The Maiden of Zazabel. That will be animated, quotation marks, of my bestest skill of animation. It will be an animated series based on 4 sisters, each which have a seasonal element. The oldest being winter, then autumn, then summer, then spring. Winter basically is crowned queen, and she's like, damn son, I feel kind of depressed. You know, ever since my parents left, all I've been thinking about is wandering into the depths of the abyss where they disappeared to find out what happened to them. Probably will die, unsure, we'll find out later. And that's basically the premise of the story. the Maiden of Zazabel also features the 12 Zodiacs, so they're also something to look out for. That's brilliant. Next one here is Lucifer's Deadly Seven. Lucifer's Deadly Seven revolves around not the protagonist but the antagonist point of view of the story, where instead of focusing on the virtues, it focuses on the vice side of things. So you got the 7 main characters, which is lust, greed, envy, sloth, pride, wrath, and gluttony. So you got those 7. I nearly said 4. Wow. But yeah, you got those 7. It just focuses on them. Basically, they're meant to be the bosses, like the mini bosses that the protagonists face along their journey to return to heaven or whatever. The next one here is Sight. Now, as you can see, Sight's thumbnail hasn't really got much on it. It's very simple and nice with this design. Sight will be a more of like a, not really an animation, but it will be slightly animated. It's more of like a have you guys heard of like the sort of like the reading stories where you see the picture and you hear someone reading it out to you, like a narrator, that sort of stuff. So that's Sight. Sight is based on werewolves and stuff like that. I've added some more perks into it other than Alpha, Omega, Beta, all that. I've added more roles like Tango, Delta, all that sort of stuff, so look forward to that. Sight is basically also about a young girl who loses her pack due to a raid and has to be forced to seek shelter from a nearby ally pack, where she grows up and learns shenanigans. So yeah. Next one here is Case of Hair. Now, Case of Hair is, well, it's what it looks like. It looks like a video game. That's what I'm trying to portray it as. It's basically a murder trial sort of thing where you're the detective and you've got to find out what happened on September the 28th, 1994. I just said a random date because I can't remember what it is, but hopefully that's a correct date. I think it is. But Case of Hair, she's a kids show entertainer and she was murdered at her own studio. She's a self-made millionaire, blah blah blah, so she's very famous for her age, and she was mysteriously murdered and you're the one that has to solve the case and try not to put the wrong person in prison. So there's that. Then finally we've got Ninja Academy. Ninja Academy is going to be a fanime. If you don't know what a fanime is, just Google it. It's easier than me explaining and wasting more time into this video. Ninja Academy is about a young girl named Jin trying to find purpose, blah blah blah, space shenanigans, blah 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 blah. So yeah, now that we got that out of the way, I think it's time for a little ad break.
That ad break was just the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Now onto the thing I promised, which is the mascot short. So here we go. I hope you guys enjoy. I really worked hard on this one. Remembering it's only just a teaser, so it's not the actual complete product. It's just to give you a taste of behind the scenes and stuff like that before I post it. Man, this coffee tastes like trash. Good thing you aren't actually trash then, you fat lard of garbage. You realise we have the same body type, right, you stupid dense twat. At least I'm not the devil. Guys, holy shit. Did you hear about Damian Guerrero uploading free real estate? Get the joke because I'm whispering into the microphone like a twat. None the fuck, I don't remember uploading that at all. I mean, this is pre all that, so how would you know that I'm even the mascot of that? Well, I guess you have a point, but anyway, as I was saying before you bloody interrupted me, you fat lot of shit. But anyway, Cammy Guerrero uploaded a video saying how she was announcing all of this cool stuff that I think is really great and that I think you should all watch and get hyped for because it's gonna be so fucking brand and great. You realise it's like April Fool's Day, right? I mean, just because she says that in her time zone it's April 2nd doesn't mean it's not April 1st in other time zones. You do realise this, right? But why would she do this? Why? To waste 10 minutes of your life watching this video that means nothing to you.